Hey guys, there's probably not going to be anybody in here to talk to right away, but I thought I would do a live answering questions, or I really wanted to get insight from you guys as to where should my channel go next. So yeah, I'm just going to hang out for a little bit and see who comes in. Ask away. Any questions? I really want to. I've been uploading a lot of my old video from 2018 from the volcanic eruption, which is why I have so many new followers the last couple of months. So the issue is I think I've uploaded most of my video already in my archive. So a lot of the video I have left is other travel videos that I've done that I haven't uploaded in the last 2 years that I really wanted to do, like vlogs, and I never actually did them. So I was thinking about doing videos where I upload that and talk about the stuff that I've done in the last couple of years. Welcome, guys. I see people coming in and out, but this is a Q&A. I thought I'd come in and say hello and see if you guys wanted to chat. Just waiting for someone to ask a question. Let's see if anybody asks a question. It's quite quiet in here. Hey, Shannon. Wonderful to see you. I don't have the fancy setup that you have or the amazing audience that's like, chatting, but nice to see you in the chat. I'm finally able to like go live on my channel, so I'm just kind of goofing around. I've been uploading all my volcano stuff, and that's kind of what's got me over the line and have all this new audience. But I'm running out of volcano footage because it's an archive stuff, and I really want to start doing the videos that you do, like the travel stuff and photography tips and whatnot. But I have this like very hard time with producing that kind of content. I don't know why. Thank you, Shannon. I wish I could shoot and film volcanoes every day. I wish I could, as long as they weren't destroying homes. I really miss covering the lava. But yeah, like I don't have a mic, so I have to use my headphones. I don't have, fancy lighting. I don't have any of the like YouTube studio stuff. Oh, Shannon, I need all sorts of tips. I need help. Because I really want to get off. Like you'll notice my YouTube channel is like a mess. It's just like, travel scenes, stuff that I've shot on trips. And I don't put enough effort into my YouTube channel or my videos to do the whole, because I hate watching myself. You want to get on camera? Oh, I'm doing a live chat. That was my wife, who never wants to be on camera. Yeah, I hate listening to myself and I hate looking at myself. So it's like I got to get over that in order to do YouTube like everyone else. How are you, by the way? How's Colorado? You guys have snow on the ground? Is it possible to bring somebody on to a live like you can on I forget what app it is. Is it Instagram? It'd be cool if I could like bring you on and be like chat together. Oh, I'd love to catch up, even on like a Zoom call or something with you. I miss seeing the mountains in Colorado, the snow-capped mountains. That's pretty much the only thing I miss about Colorado. I don't miss the dry air and the altitude. Anton, greetings from Russia. Wow. Welcome, Anton. Oh, interesting. Is that a new video on your channel? I gotta watch it. I'm curious to see. Pin message, put user in time out, hide user. I'm looking at the chat modification things. You know what? I'm gonna make you moderator, Shannon, for being awesome. Where are you from in Russia, Anton? I've been curious about like seeing. I want to travel outside of the U.S. I feel like that's all I've ever done is travel in the U.S. I've been to London. That's London and Ireland actually. You have the power, Shannon. I do miss the chatting and the live streaming. Like I used to be able to live stream on YouTube. But then obviously when they changed the thing, they took it away from me. So now I have it back. I used to have a few people who would chat, or I used to live stream the snow whenever it snowed. Even Colorado, actually, I think I live streamed a couple times. You'll see them. Have you visited the Breckenridge Troll yet, Shannon? Next time you go to Breck, you got to look up Isaac, the wooden troll. It's actually a YouTube video. I shot a whole vlog. Me driving, me walking to it, and shot videos of it, and I haven't uploaded it. It's sitting on a hard drive. So that's a video I got to do. So the worry I have now is that I've had this sudden growth of followers around my volcano and Hawaii thing, and I know that YouTube is like, oh well, that's your niche now, right? Like it's kind of defined me as my volcano stuff. So I worry that now that I start doing this other stuff, that people are going to start unsubscribing because they're not seeing volcano stuff anymore. Because obviously there's no volcano that I can cover at the moment. Come to Moscow. I'd love to. I'm not traveling anywhere, obviously, because of COVID, at least not for another year. That's the other thing, too, is we can't really travel. I mean, I could probably do some kind of local stuff like around New Jersey, but I don't know how interested people are in local stuff. But I'm not flying anywhere. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Yeah, there was a lot of scenarios where we had to wear gas masks, helmets. Obviously, you couldn't get too close to the lava because it would melt your camera. So there's a few tips. There's a few tips in there. Don't get too close to the lava, you know. Oh, that's a good idea too. Oh, Shannon, you're so full of good ideas. I miss our meetups in Hawaii. Obviously, neither of us are in Hawaii, but you still go back. Is your sister still out there? Also, the other thing I have is that I've hired a friend of mine to shoot video of stuff in Hawaii since I'm not there. So I might kind of do Hawaii themed stuff, even though I'm not living there anymore. Kind of like what it was like to live there, what it was like to move there. This way I can use a lot of the Hawaii B-roll that I've shot. Oh, where's your sister now? Is she missing Hawaii? I bet she's missing it. I think she hated it, right? She was itching to get out of there. Oh, North Carolina. Damn. Big change. Yeah, there are moments like we've been watching Hawaii videos on YouTube. The beaches in the warmth, yeah. I don't miss it's gotten really hot, I've heard. Even during the winter, it's gotten really hot and muggy there. So I'm not missing the heat all that much. I actually missed the snow. So when we moved back to Colorado, to see the snow like that was wonderful, especially around Christmas time. Snow is so key around Christmas time. Yeah, it's not too many awesome scenes in North Carolina just to Instagram. unless you go into the mountains, I guess. But the only reason, a big chunk of the reason why I wanted to try Colorado was because I wanted to storm chase. So come springtime, Shannon, keep an eye out for those storms because some of them get pretty interesting. And you could possibly see or tornado too, because right in between, a lot of the storms happen right in between Colorado Springs and Denver, and then west. So I forget what the highway was going north and south, but going on 70 east and west. So Denver 70 west between Denver and the border. You could see some wicked storms. You might even see a tornado too. I should do some storm chasing tip videos. There you go. Well, I can't. I mean, the storms here are nowhere near as interesting. And the problem about being on the East Coast compared to Colorado is that it's so open and flat, so you can see for miles. Here, because of the trees and the hills, you can't see storms coming all that far. So it makes it very difficult to storm chase. Although we do get some pretty good lightning storms around New York City. So now that I can live stream, I'm definitely going to do some of that. Yeah, exactly. Be prepared for that. I'm sure you know on Twitter, every state has a weather hashtag. So, New York, it's NYWX, New Jersey's NJWX, Colorado is COWX. So if you pay attention to that hashtag, whenever there's a storm forecasted, you'll see all the storm chasers tweeting, you'll see all the meteorologists tweeting, and it'll give you insight as to where the tornado might happen. And I highly recommend following Reed Timmer, REED TIMMER. He lives in Colorado. He's currently in North Carolina, I think North Carolina, but he lives in Colorado and he chases in that area. And he's like one of those insane storm chasers that will drive. He literally got out of his car and got hit by a tornado. Not a major one. I think it was an F1. But he essentially got caught up in it. Nothing happened to him. He was okay. But yeah, there's some wild videos on his YouTube channel. Yes, but it's so easy to do it. I guess it's because I'm not organized. I don't know, but it's so easy to chat about it like this. As soon as I do the record, it's easy. I guess it's easy to do it as I'm conversing than it is to turn on the camera and say or speak. And so eventually I'll get there. I gotta get in the habit of doing it. You're good at it because you've been doing videos for years, and you've been doing those shows. So I'm very good at lives. Like I was always very good at turning on the camera, going live, and talking about what I was seeing. But you're right. I got to get better at doing tips. Maybe we can collab one of these days. I bet you miss traveling. Are you still traveling during COVID, or are you guys staying locked down at home? There's 6 people in here. You guys can chat too. Oh, I love the company of Shannon, but join the conversation. Yeah, no COVID travel for me. Some people are okay with flying. I'm not even. I'm especially after seeing what happened with DC and all those people getting on planes. No flight. We did Vermont. We drove to Vermont during the fall, and we stayed in an Airbnb. And I'm actually not all that comfortable staying in an Airbnb. I'm slightly more comfortable staying at a hotel in the sense that I feel like they're held under a corporate standard that they got to sanitize and clean and stuff. Airbnbs I'm a little bit more skeptical about, but we ended up, because I wanted to cover fall foliage so bad, we ended up staying in Vermont, and it was a little worrisome. We were okay. We took COVID tests when we got back, but yeah, the good thing about fall foliage hunting is that you don't really need to go into a building, or you can just drive around and shoot outside, which is pretty safe overall. Oh, that stinks. Yeah, that's good. There's a place I got to tell you. I think it's an art installation in Colorado, and I think it's out. There's a few cool things that friends have told me to go visit that I never got a chance to visit. It has something to do with the sun rising and setting. It's kind of like, I guess, like a Stonehenge kind of thing, but it's an art installation, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. I gotta look it up, and then I'll message you about it. Yeah, there were so many things. So you'll notice on my website, I did a blog because I was attempting to photograph every welcome to Colorado sign on the border. And there's a lot. I think there's like 42. And I captured so many. But then we had to move and I didn't finish. And the reason is because it was wintertime. I had a Camry. I'm underrated, bro. Oh, well, that's too bad for you. But I have like all this video of visiting all these signs. So I gotta get better at some point. I want to finish it, but there were some signs that are unique in a way. But there was one guy who did it, like, I guess, like in his first year of living in Colorado, and I was like, God, that sounds like so much fun. And it's really cool because it gives a lot of them are in like, out in the middle of nowhere and there's nothing around, but it really gives you a chance to get around Colorado, or an excuse to get around Colorado. Oh, that's perfect. You have an SUV. You want to we should tag team. We'll tag team, and I'll show you. I actually have a custom Google map. Ready for this? Hold on. I have a custom Google map where I was tracking which Colorado signs I got and which ones I didn't. Where are you? Oh, and I also have a Colorado map for photo locations, which I'm going to give you. So I'm going to post this link. So here's my custom Google map, which shows, let me know if that works for you. And once springtime starts rolling around, there's a number of locations in the mountains. Now, I'm not sure what the rules are with COVID, like what they're opening and closing and whatnot. But there's an amazing, it's called Hanging Lake, which I think the year that we were there, they actually they were keeping people out because there were so many people trying to get in. There's so many beautiful areas that you can visit in Colorado that we never got a chance to see. But the problem with it is that most of them are in the mountains, and we had a Camry, so obviously it was much harder for us to go see. Yeah, so you'll see on the map for I think it's the red dots. Yeah, you'll see the camera icons are the ones that I visited, and I actually put the photo that I took of that sign. But all the ones that are just pins are the ones I didn't get to. So essentially, I'd say like 45. I did like 45% of them. Oh no, that's terrible. I was dying to see that place too, and now it'll never be the same. That's unfortunate. I'm going to share this other Google map with you. So these are photo locations that I was marking to hopefully visit. And so I made the map to kind of keep track. Maybe that'll help you plan out a few road trips. Yeah, so that's the other thing is the wildfires started or happened after, like the spring after last year, which is the spring after we left. So I don't even know what looks good anymore, or what's even for photos. Is it all burnt up or whatever? Oh, I have all sorts of info because that's all I did because I was out of work all last year. So all I did was research possible video vlog content that I could go do by visiting these locations, and I never got to do it. Oh, Anton, how you doing? It's interesting you say that. I have I think it's a TikTok of me using or learning how to use the Shotover D1. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's a camera head. That's a remote camera head that was initially meant to be put on helicopters so that you can remote operate a camera, pan, tilt, zoom, whatever. But now you can put it on all sorts of things. And I had a TikTok video where I was actually learning from a company that actually has one that I was working with. So you'll see, this might be hard to see, but that's me putting my DSLR on a Shotover head and learning how to use it. It's very tricky for someone who's not familiar. It's very tricky to balance. So that's part of it, is getting the head to balance the camera. That camera is obviously not meant for that kind of head. It's usually meant for more, larger broadcast cameras or red cameras or whatever. But yeah, that video is on TikTok, Anton. Hey, Draper. Thanks for coming by. Shannon, let me know if you want to do the Colorado sign thing. That'd be awesome to have you finish what I started, or if you just do them all. There was one, I think if you Google it, there's like one or two guys, they actually did news stories on them, who actually would do it. It's a lot because some of them are, far apart, but I think the ones that are in the plains, like the ones that I did were the easiest ones because those road trips are flat and straight and they're just far apart. So, it's a lot of gas, a lot of mileage, but it's fun and it gets you out there to see Colorado. There's a lot of nothing, obviously, but you never know what you see and what time of year you do it. Obviously, if you do it in the fall or in the early spring, a lot of the grass is very brown and dead, so it's not as visually appealing. So maybe like later spring when it's rained a few times and the green starts popping. There's a very small window, Shannon, in the springtime, where the mountains are actually like really vibrant and green. And I think it was like April, May, where we noticed it when we drove into on 70 into the Rockies. Thanks, Draper. I want to do these more often. I just got to build a regular habit of doing it. So people know when to come, if they want to swing in and chat. I'm so close too, like on my channel, I'm only 500 watch hours away from my threshold of 4,000 watch hours. So I'm kind of itching across that marker. That's a good question. Are any of the signs in good places? They're not. The signs themselves, there's typically not trees around them. There's only a few, and I think those are the southeastern corner or eastern corner of Colorado, right, where Utah is. But none of them are close enough to get like a shot of a whole bunch of fall trees like around the sign. If anything, they'd be very distant. And I think it might only be one or two. Most of the signs don't have anything near them. And you'll see, I think in the map that I gave you, the pins that I didn't shoot myself, I actually included, I went to Google Maps and I screenshotted what they were, because I was planning my shots right before I got there. So you'll actually see Google images of what they look like. I actually did a lot of work with this. So that would be awesome, Shannon. Thank you. I will do the same. I got to go back into your channel and watch some of your stuff. I haven't seen your recent stuff lately. Yeah, there's who I love watching, or my wife and I love watching recently. I don't know if you went to the Disney Aulani when you were in Hawaii at all, but Ordinary Adventures is Peter Sakara and Kitra. This couple, he's like a movie reviewer, and he's a very big nerd, like you and me, Star Wars nerd, Disney nerd, and they just went to Hawaii. Probably, I think it was like a month, last month or 2 months ago. And they did a whole bunch of videos on Aulani, and I'm like, I lived there, and I didn't take advantage of that, and it's killing me. It's kicking my. I was like, a lot of the reason why we moved to Hawaii too is so that I could do that kind of stuff, and I failed at not making a lot of that stuff. Like I shot photos here and there, but I never actually did like video tours or anything. I always get so uncomfortable filming in places in public because you get people staring at you, or and then you wonder, like, are you supposed to be filming here? Can you film here? Somebody gonna yell at me? Yeah. If you go to Ordinary Adventures on YouTube, they have these like great couple of videos of going through the Aulani, and a few other videos of like going to the North Shore and stuff like that. So like I can do videos of like tips and stuff like that. It just sucks that I'm not there anymore. And it's funny, I have videos on my phone of my attempts at vlogging, which are awful, or at least I find awful. Shannon, do you go live on your channel at all? Or you're probably not still here anymore, are you? Oh, you are still here. Oh, well, if you ever go back, you got to go. I mean, because you don't have to stay there. You can actually enter as a guest and hang out around the pool. I think the only thing is you can't use the pool facilities, but you can go to the beach. You could use the beach in the cove area there. You just can't use like their whatever their rentals or stuff like that. But you can sit on the beach because it's public. You could eat at the restaurants. It's just so expensive to stay as a guest at that hotel. That's strange. Because I know you used to do like the other shows, but maybe because I'm good at live, maybe we can work together. Um, I'll help you with your lives. You help me with my vlogs. Yeah, I think what's so intimidating about doing YouTube vlogs is that I see so many people who they do so much amazing cinematography, and they're like so many edits, and like they go to different areas, like every sentence they're in a different scene, and like where am I going to go to shoot 20 different scenes to do a vlog to make it interesting? I feel like I'd love to be able to just sit here and just shoot and talk, but I feel like people wouldn't watch those kinds of videos if I just sat in here and talked. Cool. Let's do it. Let's video conference. Are you free right now? I'd love to video chat if you're free. I'll turn this off. Oh, good, because that's my goal too. Oh, hi, Judy. Welcome. Yeah, Judy, what would you want to hear from me? What kind of videos would you want to see? I think because the other issue too is a lot of people don't know me on here, mainly because I failed at explaining who I am and what I do. A lot of people just see cool scenery and cool drone video and cool lava stuff, but a lot of people don't really know me. So they don't really know what to ask when I ask that, or answer when I ask that question is, but yeah, Shannon knows me, and I got to do tip videos. And thanks for subscribing, Judy. I know you're new. I saw your comment. That's a good question. And actually, that's going to be my first video. Is me telling you guys about me and what I do, and that's what I'm working on right now. I was telling Shannon earlier is the thing I fear is that if my next video is me on camera and not of lava in some form, that everyone's going to start unsubscribing. Yeah, see, you're you subscribe because of the volcano footage. But are you okay with me being on? Because here's my issue too: is a lot of this. I'm not living in Hawaii anymore, obviously. So, and obviously the only lava that's visible right now is in the crater, where most people can't see. Only USGS. And I'm actually running out of video footage from my 2018 coverage. So I'm not really going to have anything new to show. Well, that's good. That sounds good. Shannon, I gotta make sure I have your number still because I changed my phone. I changed. Yeah, I don't have your number. Can you? How do I? You know what? I'm gonna Instagram you, DM you. Well, that's good to know. Well, Judy, I will get on that. That's my goal. My goal this week. I'm gonna attempt, or actually even maybe this weekend, I'm gonna attempt to record a video. Because there's this great video that I've seen vloggers do where they do. It's like 50 things about me. You know, it's not too detailed and in depth, but it really gives you a nice layout of. I really want to do that. Yeah, I just DM'd you mine, Shannon. Sending my email too. But Judy, look forward to that. Thank you for subscribing to me and coming to chat and say hi. I appreciate it. Judy Barton, if you go to Facebook, I don't know if you're in there already, but we have a Volcano live stream Facebook group. If you search on Facebook, Volcano live stream, and then click groups, you should see it come up. That's where I post. I reshare either people that are in Hawaii now or USGS content, so that you can keep up with what's going on with the volcano. But it was great catching up with you, Shannon. I look forward to helping out with YouTube, and I'm happy to be your Colorado guide. There's another really cool area I got to talk to you about in Colorado that we didn't get to see when we were there. So I'm gonna live vicariously through your adventures. Hey Judy, it's no, it's not Civil Beat because I don't work for them anymore. It's actually just called Volcano Livestream. I think I can share. I think yeah. So I can share the link to the group. Actually. That's the Facebook group right there, Judy. Thanks for coming in and chatting. You're my one and only moderator now. But yeah, I'm around all weekend. I think I'm going to stop doing the live stream. I've been on for 40 minutes. Wow, it's been 40 minutes already. It's kind of crazy. But Judy, Shannon, have a wonderful day. Anton, if you're still here, send us some photos of Russia. Curious to see what Moscow looks like right now. Oh, yeah. Well, actually, we got to go grocery shopping, too. We have to take out the trash and take down our tree, all that kind of stuff. So today's a good errand day. Now that my wife has risen, we are going to take care of that. So I'm going to see you guys later. Thank you for coming by.